Hello. This presentation is about just to demonstrate how this I built up this web page. When I enrolled in this course, the CS50, I didn't know too much about building web pages. My knowledge of VBA of code was only limited to VBA code, which has pretty much to do with my line of work, which is accounting. It's a discipline I studied in the university. So when I when I got interested in writing about websites, I needed somewhere to get the building blocks. Luckily, CS50, the Harvard University course, provided the platform which I decided to avail myself of. Now, I have to explain to you what the whole website is about. It's pretty much about people my age. I'm writing about the experience people my age have when they decide to go back to school to go and study something really new. The difficulties they encounter, all the different challenges they have to overcome, and how they get about doing it. People who are in school understand that if you're in school, you're doing it full time. It's a structured education system. But when you've got a family and you've got work, it becomes extremely more demanding of your time and your resources, trying to combine both work, family, and trying to squeeze out extra time for more education. So that is why this web page is all about, why it is never too late for you to get back to school, what you can learn when you go back to school, the advantages of it, the fact that it can help enhance your experience of life in these modern times. Because as we're going on now, in this new age, everything revolves around software apps. All areas of your life is either being controlled or enhanced by your ability to click on a website, acquire all you need acquire anything you need, acquire any information you need to further whatever interest you have. So let's start with this page. This is the home page. As you can see, this home page is has a picture of a gentleman, handsome looking guy, half his face is covered by the notebook. That's to denote that this older guy is not so young. He's actually going back, picking up his notebook and going back to school. And as you can see, the website has 4 pages. Okay, and there's the navigation bar has a hover effect that is shown by the border that comes across anytime you touch the particular site you want to go into. Okay, and then down on the other side there's an H1 heading. It says never too late. Underneath that there are 2 buttons. One is a let's start, takes you into the page to start, and the other one watch video, and both have hover effects. This one has a hover effect, the other one doesn't really, but so that takes you straight to watching this video. Hopefully you'll get to watch this video by just clicking this, and this takes you straight into the video instead of having to go through and find it through the pages. And this page has been developed using HTML, CSS, basic. Subsequent pages have been augmented. That's the beginning, challenges, emancipation have been augmented using bootstraps. The HTML, CSS bootstraps, including jQuery, to help you build the site and structure it. So this site, like I say, is fully responsive. Process. If you drag this all the way down, you can see that the never late here is black here, and when you get there, it changes from never too late to never late, and then the font color goes to red. And down here, which you had the watch video, you couldn't see it before because the background was light. Now the background is dark. Obviously, you can't see it. So if you shift just a little bit, it appears. So that's how responsive this first page has been made to be. Okay, that's it for this. So if for each device you want to use, the page will respond accordingly. So taking you next to the next page is the beginning. Now this page is just a little background of how it started, what caused me to all of a sudden delve into this new field of web page development. Considering I'm well advanced in age, I'm over 50, got a family, responsibility, got a job, but I'm still trying to figure out time to be able to do this. This has piqued my interest and I want to pursue it and make sure I get to where it is, where it takes me. On this side we've used Bootstraps to do the navigation bar. Instead of using ordinary HTML, CSS, we use Bootstrap, and the active page is now beginning, and you can see it's got that gray background. And this page also is laid out in an 8:4 layout. I've used the Bootstraps grid column to lay it out in 8 and 4. So this on this side where you have the 8, it's a little background of how I actually got into it, and I've got some here. I've got some little anchor tags. Yeah, 2 anchor tags on the page to take you to different places. This one takes you to the Harvard case in case somebody reads it, or somebody somewhere reads it and wants to get involved in this program. They click there, it takes them to EDX Harvard code so they can register. And on this side of the grid layout is some information about what research says about learning and the aging brain. And down here we've got a form tag. We've built up a form tag where there's an email that you can put in your email address, and then of course put in your age group, which is either 40, 50, 60, because this is essentially for older people. And then we have a button here for submit. As you can imagine, we haven't got anything in here yet because this is just for demonstratory purposes. And of course, this is the website. The navigation bar is fully responsive. So if we sort of like drag it to the left, it's made to it collapses. See, it's now collapsed. All we have here are now icons. So if you click the icon, the navigation bar appears. Obviously, if you have a mobile phone, you don't want this navigation bar there. You always click it so you can start reading from the. And then it's made all the things responsive. So all the information is moved from this side, from the four sides, and then come under this one on the left-hand side. So it's now been organized in such a manner that if you have a device, a small device like a mobile phone, you should still be able to read it without having any problems. The next page is about challenges you face. Challenges you face when you have to when you try to get into this course and complete it. There are quite a few challenges. They're all outlined here in this table, and all these tables takes you to a different part of the takes you to anxiety. If you click this one, it takes you to time management. It takes you using the ID section, ID tag, brings you to a different part of the page. And then on this side we've got pictures. Yeah, motivation memes. Tell you what, just to encourage people to who are interested in getting involved. Okay, and then in the final page we've got the same bootstrap navigation bar, but on this side we've got like a contact me, using bootstrap glyph icons to have this phone, put in this phone here. Contact me is like, you know, like I said, for demonstration purposes. Again, there's absolutely nothing there, just for you to see that can be done, and then sent to the left side. Now we've got this massive picture. It's using Bootstrap's Jumbotron. Says now it's time to get working. Are you ready? The picture of a guy just like the keyboard was working on a laptop. Yeah, and this is outlining the things that happen to a brain when it stops getting used. Of course, this is like a Sudoku, which I started to complete again. In the past, I used to do these in about 5, 6, 7 minutes, the extreme level. But since I had a family and spent less time doing things like that, I found that it was extremely difficult for me to get back. Now that I'm back to working, back to some sort of education, it's like I'm being free. That is what that sign says, free at last. That's why you've got this sign here of somebody being free. And of course, this is my video. This is hopefully this video I watch. Down here, we have a table saying, and it's a simple life plan table, how life generally goes by. Somebody's in 20 and 30, all I think about is partying, and the effect of that you have a family handover. When you're 30 and 40, it's about your family and then career. Those are the three things you're thinking about, and you have no spare time. 40 and 50 is about working and investing. No spare time again. 50 and 60 is that you're working and then you're saving because you're planning for retirement. So this is how time, so an adult's time is generally structured. Consequently, they have to find extra time within this structure down there to be able to fit in extra education. Luckily, we've got CS50, which is a fantastic platform that affords you the opportunity to get extra education at your own speed. That is the key phrase, at your own speed. Because if you're in a structured classroom, when you have to get something submitted on X amount, X day, Y day, you'll find it extremely difficult to be able to keep up, given that you have so much to do outside school, vis-a-vis family, work, and a myriad of other commitments you have as you grow older. So hopefully, I hope this is a synopsis of what this whole project is about. Now we're going to do other projects in this, and I will report on them, and then you can see what they're all about. Much more interesting projects are in the pipeline. Thank you very much.